Hello and thanks again for joining me for another episode of the Planet Crafter. So we've been ticking up a little bit. Been doing a bit of rearranging in between episodes. Have a look around here, it looks a bit different. I've taken out some of the food growers that were in here, and none of these locks are in any particular order. Still a bit of a mess. Took out the incubator from here. Now I've just been moving a few things around, and I haven't built anything really that, or done anything that contributes to our moving forward. I've still only got the one seed spreader rocket, 2 plants rockets, and 5 of them. Haven't built anything that really contributes, but nevertheless, while I've been running around, we have unlocked a few things. We are getting closer to our teleporter. We're very close to the tree spreader too, and I've only built one of the tree spreaders yet. We're done there, and still got a little ways to go for that one. But in our biomass screen, I've had things unlocking left, right and centre. So we built that last time. We got this new butterfly, which is craftable in the incubator. Unlocked a few different seeds, but we've also unlocked the silk generator and the fabric. Not that we really need that. I think it's mainly for decorations. There's a few bits and pieces that use it. But we've also unlocked the outdoor farm and a butterfly display box. But the outdoor farm is probably the one I'm interested in at the moment. Now, we've got a chip, so we'll decode that. And that gives us a drones visualization rocket. Well, we don't have drones yet. Now, in fact, the drone station is up here. We are miles away from that. Miles away from that. However, I did notice in the autocrafter, as soon as I got the autocrafter, we were able to build drones. But anyway, and I've got a ton of fabric, so I'm not too worried about the silk. Let's see here. Just drink one of these. We've got our bees under here still. 2 full lockers of food here, and basically every time I grab one of these, a new one's ready to be made. Bees are inside everywhere. What larvae have we got? They're all common ones. Okay. So, what we're going to do now, this butterfly dome, I've decided that, sure, it looks nice and everything. It doesn't really do a great deal. Like, once we put our butterflies in, that's it. We don't really do anything else in here. So we don't really need it here at our main base. So I'm going to deconstruct this guy. Because at our main base, where we've got a lot of stuff going on, the more things you have going on, can mess with your frame rates and performance and all that sort of thing. So that dome seems more decorational than anything else. So instead of having it here, we're going to have it somewhere else. Now, before we go any further, let's just have a quick look at our map. Alright, now one thing I never noticed before, and I'm not sure if this came in with the T4 satellite or if I just didn't notice it, but we can move the map around. And I don't know how long that's been a thing. Maybe it's been there this whole time. But we can zoom right out with our T4. We can move over a bit. So this is our base. This is the aluminium fields. And here comes a meteor storm. This is where our uranium mine is through this little zigzag. And if we zoom in up here, here's the ring, the gate. So over here, it shows sulfur. And there's a bit of a purple storm going out. Oh, Pulsar Quartz, Pulsar Quartz. I think getting hit with quite a few Pulsar Quartz storms. Which is good. Got quite a stock of it. So I'm going to grab this. Yeah, we're doing pretty good for power. But before I build any more, I want to find another spot to sort of away from the base to sort of build a power station. Don't know if there's any more. Can be a bit tricky to get to because it's always under the rocks. So don't know if we got all of it. All right, let's go shove that away. All right, so yeah, as I was showing on the map, it showed sulfur. You can see we've got a bit of a stack of Pulsar Quartz. Had a couple of showers. So we're going to head over there in a moment. We're going to head over here first. So this is where we had our setup for our factory last time. You can see it looks a bit bare. I've taken away all the algae generators. I've taken away all the water collectors. Emptied this out. We have some lava, a rare one. Common. Alright. Gas extractors are no longer up here. So I've moved this whole facility. So I'm going to deconstruct all this. Actually, probably just deconstruct the whole thing from out here. Go, that's a bit easier. Alright, 2 spots left. That's enough for the stairs. Alright, so I've moved that whole facility. Just going to cruise over here for a bit. So this is where we've got our super alloy set up. I'm just going to dump all of this stuff in here. Dump that in there too. It'll get turned into rods. And there it goes. So on this side, this one is mining the aluminium. And this is the edge of the aluminium fields. So this one is mining all the other stuff. So there's a cave over there that I showed in the previous episode. Over there. Where you can mine super alloy. But there's no aluminum. Or aluminium. So you can't really turn that into like auto crafting, turn it into the alloy rods until you get drones. But if you set one up in the aluminium field, it'll collect everything that you need. Maybe a bit slower. I could probably set up a few more, but you have one crafter doing the super alloy, and the other one turning them into rods, and then all the overflow from the other mining facilities we track back there, and I just dump into that. Now over here, this is the ring. and I've built butterfly domes over here. So I've tried to sort of get it in the middle. Kind of in the middle of the arch. Yep. And my plan is to sort of like expand them out a bit. So go in here. Let's pop this guy back in here. Okay. Now if we go through here, I've got a little skyway to the next one. We can actually branch off another one that way and another one that way. Go in here. Now this is the green one that we unlocked in our tech tree. This one here is 600%. Now I found this guy on the ground and I'm going to show you where I found him. I don't have a door on this end, so we've got to go back out this way. So I figured seeing as a butterfly dome is sort of mainly you know, decorational. I'm going to put it in here and you can see that's all getting covered in greenery now. So we were heading directly east from home to that sulfur spot on the map. And I'm just going to take a drink, which is over here. So if we cruise on over here, now this may seem like a bit of a trek away, and it is, but there's a reason I've set up over here. So now if you run around on the ground, you won't find any sulfur anywhere around here. Well, there is a spot, but I'll show you that later. But if you put down a miner, it is mining sulfur. I'm going to take that out. Take that. Pop that in there for now. Now that butterfly larva, the purple one, I found that right here, right on the ground here. I've only found the one, so I don't know sort of what the chances are of finding it, but this is where I found him. So anyway, so we've got that there for sulfur, and you can see underneath here, got our algae and our water collectors under there. So if we hop around, and I've put the door on the side here. The reason I've done that is in case I want to put another mine on the end here. And it's a bit crowded in here, but that'll change. So I've put the incubator in here. So we've got eggplant, we've got mushrooms, we've got squash over here. Now we've got this one here is doing bioplastic because it'll pull silicon out of that mine. It doesn't do a great deal because it doesn't pull up that much silicon, but whenever there is one, we've got everything that we need here. It produces water, got the mushrooms, and whenever that mine pulls up a silicon, it'll make bioplastic, which will sort of unclog that miner a bit to keep it producing the sulfur needed for these. So see, that's doing quite well. I might actually take a couple of those out because I'm going to want to use a couple of them. Got a pretty full amount of bioplastic back home. Now I've also put in a tier 2. That's full. I won't take them out at the moment because as soon as I do, it's going to use up any in there. I do have a full lot of T1 fertilizer at home, but we're going to be using some of this. So let's see. we need... So we've got our gas extractors up here. And I'm thinking going to put our gardens up here. The outdoor ones. So for these, there it is. We need bee larva and we need super alloy. And I've left a bit of super alloy in here. Yeah, I had one sequencing in here. We've got him. Okay. So let's get another one going. What do I need? Mutogen. That's not mutagen. Okay. So we'll pop this guy in here. He's already in there. Okay. Get that researching. Alrighty. So we need water, 2 bee larva, and 1 of each of the so let's grab both of those. Super alloy each. Bottle of water each. I think I've got spare bottles of water in here, or I did. Okay, so I've got enough to do 2. Let's just see if we can grab a 3rd one before it gets used up. Oh yeah, there's plenty of water in here. Okay, grab one for myself as well. Take a drink while we're here. Okay. Alrighty, so that should be all we need. Alright, let's grab another T2 fertilizer. Hop upstairs. Alrighty. Now I haven't used these before, so I don't know how much they actually produce. If you guys know, like how much you get out of it, then leave me a comment down below. Now we've got to put seeds in there. Let's put another one. Spin it around, I guess, so that I can reach it. Alright, so I'm thinking we'll do 1 eggplant. We'll do a squash. And let's check this guy, he's done. Okay, let's get another one going. So we need another mutagen. Pop him in. Get that going. Let's put the rest of these larvae in here. Except for the bee. Okay. Let's pop up here. So put in an eggplant, put in a squash, and then we'll do a 3rd one for the mushrooms. And let's have a look. So these add towards our insects and our plants quite a bit, as well as making the food. So let's pop down here. See if that's done. Not quite. Almost done. What I want to do here is in a locker. Alright, now we're done. Okay, so we have everything except for one more advanced fertilizer. Okay. Let's grab a seed. So this is going to be the mushrooms. Let's just grab that seed out there. Pop this one. Turn it around because I think you can only access it from the little beehive section. Plonk that in there. Plonk in the mushroom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mushrooms. I'm pretty sure mushrooms don't get. They don't get. What's the word that I'm looking for? They don't get pollinated by bees, so I'm not sure about the science behind that one. Okay. And for our cloth, we need 3 of the silkworms. So we need an uncommon, bacteria, and a fertilizer. Uncommon. Bacteria. And a fertilizer. Okay, we'll get that sequencing. Alright, better eat something. Alrighty. Now, let's have a look out here. Directly underneath us. So if we jump in the water, directly underneath where we just built that, there is a cave down here. And in this cave, you're going to find osmium. Now, I've got pretty much, see, there's sulfur here. I don't know that that's going to reach to pull it up from there, but that's where our mine is, where our extractor's mining it from. So that's osmium. I'm not going to grab that because I've got a full locker back at home, but there is also pulsar quartz in here. So we are going to grab as much of that as we can find. Let's flashlight doesn't really make a lot of difference down here. It is pretty dark. And there is a storm going on. Got ourselves a crate, got a chip. Okay, rocket engine. Alright, take that. That one is just osmium. So we'll have a look around, grab as much of the pulsar quartz as we are able to. Now I don't know if this cave leads to anywhere. Haven't fully explored it. Is this the way we came in? I think this is the way we came in. So let's just have another look around. That one's just osmium. Another crate. Alright. Take that. There's a pulsar quartz. Okay, so yeah, I don't think this goes anywhere. But if I did miss something in here, let me know down in the comments below. Let's pop back up because we're getting a bit low on stuff. Let's take a drink there. Gonna let me. Alright, just drink it out of there, that's fine. Can't reach the water because it's too crowded. And we've got to get inside for some O2. Alrighty. How's this guy going? He's done. Alright. Let's just dump all this stuff in here for now. Okay. Alright, so that was an uncommon bacteria sample and a fertilizer. So get another one of them going. And one more fertilizer. Oh, got a few packets on me actually, so I didn't need to grab that. But yeah, I don't know if it matters which way you put them in, like if you need to put them in a certain order or not. But let's get another silkworm going, and that'll give us 3, which is, I believe, what we need. Let's see here. We'll take that. Take that. Take those. That'll leave us room for 3. Okay. So I'll wait till this is done and I'll fly back home and I'll see you when we get home. Okay, so we're back home. I've got all the stuff we need to put this up. Now, I'm not sure how much this produces, whether we need to restock it. This is all new to me. Let's put one down. And I guess it just produces stuff. Okay. And I guess the thing to do then is to pop in an autocrafter there, which would turn it into fabric. Let's see, is it in here? It's not in here either. Alright, it's got very dark in here all of a sudden. What do we need for a crafter? That's easy. Super alloy rod. 2 osmium. Is that it? That's it. Alright. Let's pop one of these down here. And I'm not too fussed about fabric, so might use this autocrafter for something else. Yeah, fabric. You see there, you got the option to build drones, but alright, I guess we'll pop that on fabric for now. But that, I think, is going to do it for this episode. So if you did enjoy this episode, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.